We're very deeply saddened of the news that we have heard out of Afghanistan today. This is very devastating news that 13 of our armed forces members were killed as a result of an explosion that occurred at the airport in Kabul. Even though we're not sure yet these Marines that were involved were from our base at Camp Lejeune, we are still saddened, and this is the least we can do at this time to honor their passing and to memorialize their duty to their country. It's very sad. Anytime we lose American lives, especially those lives that are going over and fighting for our freedom to protect our way of life. All we can do at this point is pray for their families, pray for them, and hope that at some point in the very near future an end could be brought to this madness that's going on over there that we're seeing, nightly on the news. If any of the families of those that have fallen in Kabul are in the city of Jacksonville or wherever they might be, we want them to know that our thoughts and prayers are with them in their time of crisis.
The Freedom Fountain behind you, it was dedicated after the First Gulf War to those who have served our country and have passed through Onslow County. And we rededicate the fountain every year to honor them and serve them the way we can. And one of the ways in doing that is providing a wreath or mourning those who have been killed in action or have lost their lives. And we just want to do our part to recognize them and honor them in any way we can. To anyone who has served, we owe them everything. So to them, their family, their friends, anyone who's suffering that loss right now, we are with them. Our thoughts, our prayers, anything we can do to support them and help, we will do. So Civic Affairs Committee, that is our goal, is to support this county and the city and the people who live here, and with an intense focus on the servicemen and women who give everything to us.
Good afternoon. My name is Don Herring, and I serve as chairman of Onslow Civic Affairs Committee. We sincerely appreciate your attendance today here. On behalf of the Onslow Civic Affairs Committee, I welcome all of you to the Freedom Fountain. This fountain is dedicated to all those who passed through Onslow County in service to their nation. Today we are here to honor the Marines and sailors who perished in the bombings at the Kabul airport. 2,000 members of the 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit were deployed to Afghanistan. While we do not know who these Marines and sailors are, we take ownership in remembering them and their families and their fellow service members and declare they are part of our community of Marines, sailors, and those who have served our nation and our caring community of citizens. At this time, it's my pleasure to call forward our chairman of the Onslow County Commissioners, Mr. Jack Bright.
Thank you, Don. I want to say thank you to my fellow commissioners, Paul Buchanan, Laura Scott, Royce Bennett. I know they're here somewhere. Thank you guys for coming and supporting us, and the other elected officials also. Folks, today we're standing here in a bright, sunny day. But I'm going to tell you, it is absolutely a dark day in American history. We have had people that lost their lives, that was actually out there trying to help folks, trying to save people, trying to get them to safety, and it's happened time and time again. It reminds me of the Beirut bombing. It reminds me of the 9/11 bombing in our trade center. It reminds me of all the things that's happened to us that shouldn't have ever happened because somebody wanted to strap a bomb to them or drive a car into harm's way of our citizens that's trying to do the right thing. My condolences goes out to our military and our families and their families. Can you imagine the people that hadn't been identified yet that's been involved in this tragedy, and their spouse is sitting there waiting for a knock on the door or the doorbell to ring for them to get notified about a loved one that they may or may not have lost? We have 2,000 Marines that left here and some sailors to go over there to do the job they're doing. And now we don't know who all the people are. I don't think the names are released yet, and I don't think the notifications have been released yet. We don't know what kind of situation that we were involved in there. So with that being said, we were there to help our fellow man, and look what happened to us trying to do a good deed for our citizens, try to do a good deed for the people that live over there, and the people that helped us in the Iraqi and the Afghanistan war with the terrorists. So we want to make sure that our prayers go out to these spouses and these families and these Marines that mean so much to us here in Onslow County and our nation, because the freedom we have, and it's been said, it's not my word, but the freedom we have is not free. You see what it just cost us, and you see what it's cost us in the past. Thank you for allowing me to address this. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Chairman Bright. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Chairman of the Onslow County Board of Education, Mr. Bob Williams.
Thank you, Don. It's a sad day that we have to come here to memorialize our loved ones that get lost during this tragic situation that we've all just learned of yesterday. I'd like to thank all of you in attendance for coming out here and spend a little time with us on behalf of the Board of Education and also the Military Affairs Committee. It's a sad time when we have to come to these, but it seems that we coalesce whenever we come to these particular types of situations. We're a tight community here. The members that are deployed are members of our community. Their kids are in our schools, they're in our churches, they're in our stores, they're all over our community. They're part of our community. As Jack mentioned, we still don't know whether or not the members that were involved in the tragic incident over there are members of our local community, but it doesn't matter. All Marines eventually come through this community here, and it's important that we stand together and honor all of them, living and deceased, for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman Williams. Let us now remember the tragic loss of our community members in a moment of silence. Thank you. Thank you for being here for this demonstration of our resolve to remember those who live with us every day and then get called to defend the nation in the far reaches of our world. We appreciate your time, we appreciate your support, and let us continue to pray and support this community and our community members and those who might be a part of this tragic loss. Thank you for your attendance today.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean wide with foam. God bless America.